child.
My dad's the best. You know, he's funny and he's spiritual and he's really smart. My dad knows everything, like everything. He knows about cars. He built our whole basement. You know, like, you can ask him anything about anything and he knows it, you know? Cameras, labels, like anything. When he gets interested in something, he'll just start studying. And he knows the subject, like, backwards and forwards. So, my dad's really smart.
When Dad used to come home really late from work, and in his lunch bag he would bring me M&Ms, and then we'd eat ramen soup.
He used to rush back from work to watch Pinky and the Brain with me.
Once when we went to P.F. Chang's, and Dad folded his napkin into a bra.
And then he displayed it.
Dad taught me how to ride a bicycle. It took me a really long time to learn, but he was really patient and he like stayed with me every day for hours trying to train me on a bicycle. I remember like one time he let go of my back seat and I didn't realize it and I rode for a couple feet, and then when I realized he let go, I panicked and then I hit a parked van and I got a lump on my head.
We went to the beach and we had a fun day, and then my dad stuck corn curls up his nose.
You know, he like sometimes lifts up his shirt and rubs it. Mom.
Mom! What?
Oh, he'd sometimes do that in public too.
My dad always used to pick me up late for school, and then one day he actually picked me up on time, and he pulled up to the front of the school, and all of the kids were coming out of school, and I was walking up to the car, and my dad rolled down the window and sneezed as loud as he could, and I was so embarrassed, and I got in the car, and I was like, Dad, why did you roll down your window and sneeze so loud? And he said, I didn't want to get you sick with my germs, so I didn't want to sneeze in the car.
I know my dad worked really hard, and he still works really hard for us. He used to work a lot of, I think 3 jobs or whatever, and I remember he would come home at 10 o'clock at night, and even though I'd already gone to bed, I was still awake, and I would kind of wait to hear him come home before I go to sleep.
Another time when he came to pick me up from school, and a boy had given me his phone number, and I got into the car, and my dad said, what is that? And I said, oh, some boy just gave me his phone number. I don't know, I don't even want it. He's like, quick, throw it out the window. And I threw it out the window, and then we drove away.
When we would sit and talk and have very intellectual conversations about life and death and just spirituality, my favorite, and science and Carl Sagan and all that cool stuff.
He's the reason we became vegetarian. I know he wanted to do it for a long time, and he finally did it when we were younger. I remember he used to read, Bhagavad Gita late at night, and I used to, sit with him and listen to him read out loud to me from our blue Gita. So those are, memories that I really appreciated. I feel like it helped me be interested in spirituality, and we used to sit together and pray every Sunday. And he encouraged me a lot with spiritual life.
We used to also chant together, sing together. He's kind of very enthusiastic person. He's not a very strict other families, parents are like that, kind of moody. But he's very friendly and friendly. I never met in my life, but I would just say that. But I'm very proud of my father-in-law. I have a very nice family.
Once it was Prav's birthday, and we didn't do anything, so we all went to Target, me and Dad and Mom and Prav, and then Mom and Prav were off shopping, so me and Dad snuck away, and we went to Pizza Hut, and we ordered a pizza, and we sat down and we started talking, and time went by, and then we asked about our pizza, and he said, oh crap, I burnt it, do you still want it? And I was like, no. And then Mom and Prav were mad because we ordered pizza without them, but then nobody got pizza.
Dad, the internet was like teaching a fish how to walk. Pretty much he wanted me to build a website because he thought I knew everything there was about the internet and computers and business. And
He was
so,
only like in 11th grade.
and he didn't really know the whole process of like getting everything going and having a website and everything. And so I did it. It was kind of a experiment for me and him, of course. So I spent a lot of time with him on it, and pretty much I had to do everything that he didn't know how to do. But the worst thing of all was that he didn't know how to send an email. Did not know that there was the send button right there in the corner. What do I put in the subject line? What do I put in the body? I don't know. What do you want to ask? That's the whole point of it. But yeah, every time I'm away from where he was at the computer, I'd hear, "Set, how do I send this email?" And I'm just like, "Press send." Done. I think he understands how to send emails now.
He's the best. And it just remind me, I miss him a lot now, because I've been spending time with him almost, I think, 3-4 months, and every day I used to cook, and he was around there. He's just around me and ask, "What are you cooking? What are you doing?"
The second or third time I went to the temple, and we all sat at a very busy temple at a very busy table, and there was a jacket on the chair that he sat at. And his first response to the woman was, "I speak no English," and the second response was, "I don't see your name on this chair," even though she had the jacket on the chair.
This is one of my dad's favorite jokes. Once there was a man, and his nose was so big that an ant was on one side of his nose, and he needed to get to the other side. So instead, he took a shortcut around his head.
Okay, so like when I'm in Mayapur, and you know there's also like a Muslim mosque like not that far away, and every day, 5 times a day, I hear them do their call to prayer where they say Allahu Akbar, and 5 times a day I think of my dad, and I think, and he hasn't paid him back yet.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Dad.
Happy birthday to Dad.